Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, my name is Rodrigo and I help people lose weight, gain muscle, and just live an overall healthy lifestyle. Alright, so I'm gonna start off this video by saying you do not need supplements. Alright, hear me out. You do not need supplements, but let's talk about supplements. Alright, so all the supplements that I will be talking about in this video are supplements that I have personally took or personally taken. So it's all coming from a personal experience. Alright, guys, first up, we have protein powder, right? So the protein powder that I'm using right now, it's called Muscle Milk. So the protein powder that I'm using right now is called Muscle Milk. Muscle Milk back in the day used to be a whole lot of shit, to be honest. And I'm gonna explain why in a little bit. But with the Pro series, it's got better, right? I'm gonna say this again. You don't really need any supplements, right? You don't really need any protein powders or anything like that. Why will you need them? You'll probably need them if you have trouble eating, if you have trouble basically eating whole foods. So if you have trouble eating any kind of meat, any kind of turkey, any kind of fish, then yeah, I would recommend you to get a protein powder, only because that's going to help you, get your protein, your daily protein in every day, right? So you shouldn't get a protein powder if you're already eating healthy. If you're already getting enough protein in, there's no need for you to get a protein powder unless you're going to use it as a snack, right? If you want to use it as a snack, then hey, yes, go for it, right? A high protein snack, instead of you having to go to the store buy some bars or anything like that, then yeah, get your protein powder. It's going to be way cheaper over time, and it's going to be delicious, right? And you can make it however you want to make it, right? You can add a banana to it, you can add frozen blueberries to it. You can get any flavor on protein powder. You can get any flavor on protein powders, and it's gonna taste delicious, right? Now keep this in mind though. The more you add to it, the more calories are gonna add up. So one brand that I really like is called ISO 100. They have different flavors and they only have 120 calories, right? If you compare that to the other protein powders have from around 150 all the way up to 200 and even more, right? So one thing that I always like to tell my clients is that if you can find a protein powder that has 150 calories or less, that's a good protein powder. If you find one that's more than 150 calories, I would kind of stay away from it. Why? Because usually if they're more than 150 calories, they probably have either more sugar or some kind of carbs in there, some kind of fats in there. They're pretty much high in those. And the main reason that you should get a protein powder is for that, to get protein from it. So ISO 100 is a good one. If you want to try Muscle Milk, the Pro series, it's a pretty good one. The original one, I don't really recommend it, only because it has, I want to say 3 grams of sugar or something like that, and it has a good, I want to say 180 calories per serving. So I wouldn't really recommend that one. All right, next up on the list is pre-workouts, right? Pre-workout powders. This one, I actually got the wrong one. I actually don't like this flavor, but now that I've been drinking it, I'm getting used to the flavor. But definitely, for me personally, I like anything that's Blu-ray. So any pre-workout that's Blu-ray, I really like it. Pre-workouts is something that you should only take if you really need it. Now, for me personally, for my lifestyle, for everything that I do, I wake up at 4:20 a.m. in the morning, and I don't go to sleep till like 11:30, 12 at night. So when I work out, I don't want to be, half-assing it. I don't want to be, slowish, sluggish, kind of. So that's why I take a pre-workout. Now, do you need a pre-workout? Most of the time you don't. Most of the time, if you can get high-quality meals in, right, get your protein in, your carbs, your fats, and get some really, really good sleep, a good 8 hours every night, most likely you don't need a pre-workout, right? If you find yourself buying energy drinks from the gas station, from the store every single day before your workout, then yeah, I would say go ahead and get you a pre-workout powder. Why? Because you're gonna save a lot of money over time. Those energy drinks, they going up every day, right? Right now, a energy drink is around $3 or $4, especially the ones that have 0 calories in them. Because the ones that have a lot of sugar in them, I wouldn't even recommend them. Stay away from those. So if you're gonna drink energy drinks, I would say zero sugar, right? Celsius is it's an awesome brand that I would really recommend, right? I'm waiting on them to get a pre-workout out soon. But yes, if you're looking into taking pre-workout, make sure you talk to your doctor. Make sure your heart is good. You have a healthy heart. Make sure that you're doing everything you can to get better quality workouts, whether that's eating before, like an hour to 2 hours before your workout, so you can have energy, get some kind of carbs in there, making sure you're getting a good 8 hours of sleep every night, making sure you're drinking plenty of water. If you're doing all that and you still find yourself kind of half-assing your workouts because you're tired, you're feeling tired, feeling slowish, feeling stressed out, then yeah, I'd say give the pre-workouts a try. However, before you go out and buy your pre-workout, make sure you make sure you do your homework, right? Make sure you do your research. Find out which pre-workouts you need to try, right? For example, somebody who hasn't taken any pre-workout, I wouldn't recommend them this. Why? Because I want to say this has 300 milligrams of caffeine in it. 300 milligrams is a lot for somebody who hasn't taken any pre-workout before. It's probably going to make you throw up. It's probably going to make you have a headache. So I would say start off with something that has fewer, right? Less caffeine, like maybe 150 milligrams of caffeine. If you feel like that's not enough, then yeah, bump it up to 200. If you still feel like that's not enough, to 50, and then work your way up to the 300, 350 category. But definitely start off small, all right? That brings me to my next supplement, BCAAs, right? Remember I told you I love Blue Ras. This is the Blue Raspberry Ice, delicious. Now the BCAAs is a good alternative to pre-workout. BCAAs comes with a good 150 milligrams of caffeine in it, and it's all natural. So BCAAs are basically your branched amino acids. Now, if you are already, eating high quality meals, if you're already eating fish, salmon, tilapia, those are the kind of foods that are gonna have your BCAAs already. So if you're already eating any kind of fish, any kind of salmon, tilapia, tuna, all that good stuff throughout the week, you don't really need BCAAs. You can save $25 worth of BCAAs if you're already eating. If you're already eating fish, salmon, tilapia, all that good stuff, right? So just because this can give you some kind of energy doesn't really mean you need to go get it. If you're already eating fish and you just need the energy from it, then drink a coffee. Literally, drink a coffee, anything that has caffeine in it, or maybe try a pre-workout, or vice versa. Don't get the pre-workout. Yes, get the BCAAs if you're not getting, if you don't really eat fish or salmon or tilapia, that kind of food. Then yeah, get you some BCAAs so you can get your branched amino acids and you can get some energy with it. It helps you stay focused. I highly recommend it if you're somebody who doesn't really stay focused all the time, right? If you need something that's not too aggressive, but it's gonna help you stay focused during your workouts, then I highly recommend it, right? And you can drink BCAAs any time of the day, but if you want to make the most out of it, drink it throughout your workout. Don't drink it before, don't drink it after. Drink it throughout your workout, right? It's gonna give you a little push every time. And last thing, let's talk about creatine, right? So creatine is perfect for the people who want to build muscle, who want to look bigger, who are bulking or shredding and want to keep a good size. What the creatine is going to do is basically hold on to some water in your muscles, so your muscles are going to start looking a little bit bigger. And even if you're a female, you can take creatine, right? If you want to have like a shredded physique, kind of look a little shredded, make your muscles pop out a little bit more, not to the point where they're like big, but to the point where they're like toned up and really cut up and everything, right? Creatine is definitely great for that. For one, it protects your muscles, right? Because of that water retention, the water goes straight into your muscles, so it prevents any kind of injury. Now, another good thing that creatine is good for is to help you with your ATP levels. So your ATP is basically the 5 to 10 seconds of when you start. For example, if you're somebody who likes sprinting, right? Creatine is gonna help you make those 5 to 10 seconds more last long. Well, I wouldn't say last longer. Let's say if you're a track star, right, and you in the first 5 to 10 seconds are crucial for you, right? That means you gotta, you know, go all out in those 5 to 10 seconds. Creatine is definitely great for that. They bring your ATP levels up higher, meaning that you're gonna have more energy within those 5 to 10 seconds. And you can take creatine daily. It's not gonna affect you, right? You can take creatine daily as long as you don't take more than 5 grams of creatine per day. You're gonna be all right. Now, some people do take more. Some people take 10 grams, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Just maximum 5 grams of creatine per day, and that's usually the scoop that comes in here. So that's all you really need. Just one. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. Once again, my name is Rodrigo. I am a personal trainer and I help people lose weight, gain muscle, and live an overall healthy lifestyle. Now keep in mind, I am not a doctor, so if you have any questions about any of the supplements, please go to your doctor. Ask your doctor if you can take, for example, creatine, right? Ask him if you can take pre-workout, right? If your heart is good and you're good to take pre-workout, or ask him what other stuff can you take that is not pre-workout that is going to have the same benefits, or that's going to basically give you the same kind of energy, such as maybe an iced latte from Dunkin' Donuts, right? That has a lot of caffeine in it. I have used coffee as far as it's like a pre-workout kind of thing, and it definitely helps, right? Also ask him what kind of protein powders you can take, right? Because not everybody can take the same. There's some protein powders that are more for vegans. There's some protein powders that are lactose free for people who are lactose intolerant. So definitely keep all that in mind. You can always ask your doctor about the ones that could affect your heart more than the other ones, and you can always go to a nutritionist to ask about the protein powders and the other stuff, right? UnleashYourFitnessPT.com if you want personal training or online coaching. I will see you guys next time. All right.